So, I said so you have to do your cough now. That's that sounded real.
That was a real cough, actually.
Okay,
You're welcome.
all right, sounds good. We can officially start. We've done our intro rituals, our unofficial intro rituals.
I love that.
So, I was bringing up the topic again to Emily about being a bicyclist, a biker, makes you a better driver.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You agree with that?
Yeah, it definitely being a bicyclist on the road with drivers, it makes you more aware of your surroundings. It forces you to constantly be checking like around you, like you can't just turn and not look around. You have to like make sure that there's no one behind you, there's no one coming at you, you're not too close to a car if you're riding on the road. There's so many factors that you have to pay attention to. So it definitely does make you a more or a better driver, because when you're in the car, you're going to be thinking, oh yeah, I'm in a bigger vehicle and there's more space between like me and like say the parked car on the other side. But you're definitely going to remember all of this stuff and you're going to be constantly looking and checking out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had did the training for commercial driving class C, and a lot of things that they were talking about, like scanning everything, being like leaving a lot of space between you and other vehicles, following, anticipating other drivers, that you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's a big
Being
one.
careful at intersections in particular.
Yeah.
They went further. This is not applicable to driving so much, but they mentioned basically most accidents happen at intersections and switching lanes. It's like the highest chance of accidents. But for driving in this, like, not drive, sorry, bicycling, bicycling, bicycling in this city, I heard a lot of horror stories about people getting doored.
Oh, I've seen
Where-
a lot of that happen to people.
Yeah?
Yeah. Just like walking along and like a driver like will open their door in the bike lane and not expect there's some like in Times Square, I've seen a lot of people.
Really?
Specifically, there's a bike lane going down 7th Avenue in Times Square, and there's always like people walking in the bike lane, so bicyclists have to like swerve
Cyclists.
out cyclists.
That's easy to
That's
say.
easy to say.
Bicyclists.
Cyclists have to swerve out of the bike lane and jump into like a car lane because there's people walking or there's cars parked in the bike lane.
There's a lot of precincts around there, though.
There's
like satellite.
one.
Well, it's centrally located.
Still, though, it's a bike lane. You shouldn't be parking your car there.
Hey, if we ran on shoulds, if the wheel ran on shoulds, okay?
All I'm saying
That's
is
all I'm
that
saying.
I've seen a lot of dooring happen there because of that.
Yeah, so I used to bike to college for some semesters. I did bike messenger and bike delivery stuff, like Postmates and stuff. I feel like I should have worn a Postmates t-shirt. No, it would be like an ad for Postmates.
Yeah.
If I wore a Postmates t-shirt.
You don't need that.
Okay, yeah. We're not sponsored by them.
No.
So, yeah. Anyway, and I'm paranoid about getting doored, so I noticed I started looking at, like, going up the lane, scanning everything, but in the cars that are parked, I'm looking to see if their rear lights are on, if I can see a driver in their side view mirror, and I'm looking at their front wheel, like if it's turning left or right, if it's starting to move forward, because the car can't go anything with the front wheel, so in a pinch, I'll look at the front wheel and see what the front wheel is doing.
Yeah.
And then, like, even if I'm walking regularly with my 2 feet, and like, a car is too far out into the road and the other car is there, like, it's a better indication, because I can't see the driver mash down on gas or brake, really. So I just have to go by the spinning of the front tire. Like, is he gonna try to squeeze past the guy on the right or the left?
Yeah.
So, I think it definitely had given me a good edge on what to look for when I was doing the commercial driving stuff. I'd still do it here and there, and it's helpful. I know a lot of drivers who are like, reckless cyclers. I'm usually reckless when I'm really late or I'm in a rush to get somewhere.
Yeah.
It happens. I do my best not to let it happen, but meh, whatever. Cycling and biking and sorry, same thing. Ugh. I just wanted to be clear, we're not talking about motorbikes. That's the main reason we're doing all this.
We're talking about man-powered cycling.
Yeah, it's. I'm sure. I'm sure there's similarities with the motorbikes, but it's more apparent on a bicycle.
Yeah.
Basically, because you're slower. Whatever, you could figure it out. Let us know if what you think about it. I'm curious to hear. And Emily, take us out. Don't knock over the mic this time. Don't.
See you next week.
Nice. You brought it up. Because last time you did like a sweep, and this time you brought it up and did an overhead sweep.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.